I've started the video. I'm at at my mama's house. This is Mama May, and she is past 94. And I have come with questions that she may answer or she may not. Well, we'll find out, because Terry is going to read the questions. And I'm going to take off my glasses, and I'm not going to film Terry at her request, but I will ask her to read the questions. So, Terry, you've got the paper.
Okay, Miss May, are you ready?
Yes.
Who made heaven and earth?
Oh, can I ask you to read the question again?
Yes, you can.
Who made heaven and earth?
God.
God did.
Now listen, wait a minute. This lady is over 94 years old, and she's already answered the first question correctly. All right, question number 2.
Question number 2. What did Adam do with God? Go against his will? Go against what he...
Nope.
What did Adam do with God?
Now that is a deep question. Now I think she said, what was your answer there?
I haven't given an answer yet.
Oh, she hasn't thought of an answer yet. Well, to keep this thing, moving right along to question number 3, my answer to the question is, what was the question again, please?
Number 2 is, what did Adam do with God?
Adam talked with God. That's what Adam did with God.
What did God do for Adam and Eve? Took care of them until Eve decided to do something stupid.
Well, he took care of them after that.
What did God do for Adam and Eve?
He took care of them and built them a garden and gave them clothes.
All right. She has answered correctly. God made clothes for Adam and Eve. They were his first children. And he put clothes on them. He didn't get upset with them, like some people seem to think. I know that because Adam got to live 900 and something years. And if God gets mad at somebody, they probably won't live that long, will they? Will they, Mama May?
Probably not.
All right, what's question number 3?
Number 4
4?
is, what did Noah do? He built the ark.
What did Noah do?
You remember what Noah did? He built the ark because the Lord told him that there was a flood coming, and people thought he was crazy.
That's what Noah did. Everything that God asked him to do. That's what Noah did.
What did God do for Noah?
He built an ark.
That's right. Noah built the ark, and then what did God do for Noah?
Protected him and his family against the flood. And all the animals and...
He filled the ark with animals and people and...
That's right. God let Noah build an ark, and it saved people and animals. But it saved very few animals and very few people. But then, what did God do after the flood? The answer to that question is, God blessed Noah and his sons and the animals. That's what God did. God blessed. And I'm glad God blessed, aren't you?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, is there another question?
Oh yeah, there's more.
There's more
What
questions.
did God do for Abraham?
Oh, Abraham. He gave him, he blessed him and gave him land.
She has answered correctly. Folks, do you all understand? This lady is answering correctly. God blessed Abram, gave him some land. I'm going to help her out that God even gave him a baby, or, gave Abram a baby after he was pretty old, about 100. You not quite 100, but Sarah, his wife, was 90 when she had the baby. So just think, his wife was only 3 years younger than you when she had a baby. Ain't that something?
Let's not think about that.
No, she don't want to think about that. Okay.
You don't want to imagine a 3-year-old running around the house calling you mommy?
Probably not. All right, what's my next question?
What did God do for Isaac? You remember what God did for Isaac?
No.
I don't remember what God did for Isaac either. I don't remember.
All right, well, God blessed Isaac too.
How?
He let him have twins.
Oh, I remember that.
Huh?
I remember that, but I didn't think of it as a blessing.
Yeah,
Oh, Miss May.
that was a blessing. That was God blessed Isaac and his wife Rebecca with twins. Sarah only had one. Sarah only had one baby. Abraham's wife only had one. But Isaac's wife had two. How about that? And God blessed Isaac. All right, what's the next question?
What did God do for Jacob?
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. What did God do for Jacob?
He married Rachel.
He definitely married Rachel.
Did he marry? Or didn't her father try to get him to marry the sister?
He got Leah first,
Leah. That's who.
but he married Rachel.
Right.
He had worked for Rachel, wound up with Leah. But what did God do for Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob? Let's just figure it out. He blessed him with 12 sons and 4 wives. Now, how about that?
Because that's where the Mormons get their thing from.
No, Jacob had 4 wives. He had 12 sons.
What did God do for Joseph?
What did God do for Joseph?
Made him, official in
Now listen, folks. Miss Hammonds has gotten it correct. She answered the question, in case you didn't hear her. God made Joseph a very high official. He was second in command under the king. Now, you don't get any higher than that. That's so. All right, what's the next question?
What did God do for Moses? He's spoke to him in the burning bush. He parted the Red Sea. He had him get on to Pharaoh.
Yep.
What?
What did God do
For Moses,
for Moses?
What did Terry say?
parted the Red Sea, spoke to him in the burning bush, sent him to Pharaoh to get his head back on right.
Pharaoh didn't come out too good,
No,
but Moses did okay. But what was the question now?
what did God do for Moses?
God gave Moses some instructions. That's
Ten
what
Commandments.
God did.
God did a lot of stuff for all Moses.
God did a lot for Moses. He sure did. But God spent a lot of time with Moses, about 40 years.
He sure did.
But anyway, all right, let's go on.
What did God do for Joshua?
Let me answer that one for you, okay? God let Joshua take over after Moses was dead. That's what God did for Joshua. That's not all he did. He parted the sea, you remember, and let them go across the river to get to Jericho. You remember what happened to Jericho, don't you? I think the walls came down. Don't you? All right, what's the next question?
What did God do for Saul?
What did God do for Saul?
I don't remember that one either. Do you, Miss May? Saul?
What did God do for Saul?
Probably saved his life. 3 times.
Yeah, he did. He did save his life a few times. But the main thing that God did for Saul is he made him king.
Oh,
That's what God did for Saul.
okay.
God made him king. All right, what's the next question?
What did God do for David? Gave him the crap, what's that? The rock, the sling, set down Goliath.
Yeah, God did that. But God made David king too.
Oh yeah, that too, but.
All right.
And the last one is, what did God do for Solomon?
God did for Solomon the same thing he did for Saul and David.
King?
Yeah, he made him king.
That
But-
would have been my guess.
But he also God let Solomon build a house.
Is he the one that got his hair cut?
No,
No, who was the one that got his hair cut by the chick?
that was the strong man,
I can't think of his
Samson.
name. Yeah, that's him. I knew it started with an S.
It did start with an S. All right, folks, we got this done. We got these questions answered and done in about 14 minutes. 13 minutes and 50 seconds. And anyway, so if y'all wanted to know what Bob McGee did on the 7th day of 2019, he came by and let Terry ask the questions and listen to Mama May answer the questions that she felt like answering.
While she ate her tea cake.
And I watched her, and she has eaten half of the tea cake, which I brought for her, and I'm glad she's enjoying it. I know she's going to have to get a drink of water or something after eating this tea cake. But I do know,
Really? Did you just give me jazz fingers?
give her the cup that's got a straw in it, please. Thank you. Now, I hope you all enjoyed this, because this will be a 15-minute video that I have on YouTube by probably the end of the day. So thank you, everyone involved.
No.
Okay?